Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on explaining what self-harm is for those like anybody that doesn't understand it completely um, or at all. This is just me. This is just going to be a video about what self-harm is, like why people do it, etc. First, like start off with, self-harm is a coping. It's a way to cope with um, over a lot of emotions that you don't know how to deal with. Um, a lot of the times it's tied in with depression because when you get depressed, you're feeling sad and down and upset and angry, and you don't know what to do. Like, you have no way of expressing your emotions, and so you turn to self-harm because it's a emotional release. Um, it makes you feel better because what it actually does is releases a chemical in the brain. Sorry. Releases a chemical in the brain called endorphin, and it's kind of like a happy drug. Um, the same chemical is released when you cry. Um, that's why if you're feeling sad um, and really down, you start crying and you feel better afterwards. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, guys. I always yawn whenever I'm in a video. I think it's just because I'm talking so much. I apologize. Um, so yeah, endorphins. Um, Whenever you're feeling really down and you self harm, um, it releases endorphins into your body and you feel better. And then you realize, hey, this is making me feel better, so you do it more. After that, really after the first time, it becomes an addiction because anytime you're feeling overwhelming emotions, you're going to turn to self-harm because it makes you feel better. And at some point, um, it's going to kind of stop working, and so you're going to either burn more, bruise more, cut deeper to try and get that, emotional release or chemical response. So that's where it gets into starting out as a few little scratches, not much, sometimes not even blood is drawn, and then it gets worse to where you're eventually cutting to where you need stitches, or burning, um, where it's open wounds. I mean, there's some, it's just a small burn, um, and it stings and it heals and then it kind of scars a little bit and it's gone. And then eventually you get to the point where it's things are need you'll have to get skin scraped away and then a skin graft, and that's where I think burning could end up. You got the cutting too deep to where you need stitches, and then you got burning, which it could get deep enough or bad enough, and then you got bruising. You could end up maybe breaking something. I don't know. I've never, bruised myself. I've always whenever I self harm, it would either be it'd be cutting. I've never burned, so I don't really understand I understand how the self-harm aspect of it works. I don't really understand how it works itself. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, you know, burning, bruising, cutting, etc. Um, but it releases the chemical response and it makes you feel better, and you know, it becomes an addiction. Um, and it's really hard to stop. I know. With me, I started the butterfly project. I told you that last video, I think. I showed you my butterfly right there. I also have butterflies all up this arm. You can't see my scars. My camera's kind of shitty. You might be able to. I don't know. But I got my butterflies all on this arm, and then right here I have a big butterfly. And why that is there is because you name it, and you draw the butterfly, you name it, and you name it someone that's like close to you. Like I have one of them's mom, one of them's dad, one of them's Caitlin, which is my girlfriend. One of them is, I have one for each of my pets. A really close friend of mine, Missy, that's her butterfly there. And then I have myself because what happens if you self-harm with any butterflies? It kills them. And if you self-harm, you kill one, you kill them all. So the reason why I named one myself is because whenever I self-harm, I feel like I'm dying a little bit on the inside. So in a way, I mean, I'm not suicidal. No, I'm not saying that self-harm is suicidal. It's not. It's people that self-harm are actually, they're not even close to wanting to be dying. I mean, it can lead to that eventually, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're not trying to die. They're trying to, you know, feel alive again, um, because their emotions are so bad that it's just they feel numb and they want to feel something. So they might as well feel in pain, um, which, again, I go back to the 3 Days Grace song, Pain. It kind of plays along with it. Um, I got off topic. Yeah, anyways. So I really don't think there's much left to say. I know the endorphins, again, it goes back to the addiction, and self-harm is not emo. Self-harm is not attention seeking. No matter what anybody says, if somebody sees your scars and says, oh, you're emo, or oh, you're an attention seeker, and just say, you know, these scars, personally, my scars remind me of how strong I was because I didn't. I pulled through it and I didn't commit suicide. I know I attempted it twice, I think. Yeah, twice. Um, I'm not going to go into details with that. Um, anyways, yeah, 9 times out of 10, self-harm is not suicidal. It's actually people trying to feel alive again. And I know a lot of people, they think it is suicidal on their, you know, say, you know, you need to be on suicide watch. Um, if you are, if you are having suicidal thoughts, call a crisis line. Have them like come pick you up, or whatever section you into the hospital where you can, you know, calm down. Um, I've been checking my email a lot more often So I've been getting your emails. Anybody who has emailed me. Again, if you ever need to talk, I'll be here. I'll try to email you or message you back, whatever you want to call it, as soon as possible. I might not get it back right away because sometimes I'll just be on my computer and I'll be like, oh, hey, I'll check my email. And it'll be like 2 minutes ago I got this, and so I reply back. And then a couple minutes later they'll reply back and we'll have a conversation. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I don't check my computer for like an hour and then I get back and it's there. I have an email that was sent like an hour ago, and yeah, so yeah. Yeah, just if you're ever having suicidal thoughts, call the crisis line, get sectioned, get help. I know my next video is going to be about how to, like, it's going to be like half and half, like 2 parts. First part is going to be about if you're self-harming, how to explain it to a friend. And if you're that friend, what questions that you should ask and what you should do. Because there are certain questions that, like, if you're a self-harmer, they don't help. They just make you feel worse about yourself or piss you off, and then you don't want to talk about it, and they're like, oh, come on. You pretty much already spilled the beans already, so keep talking, and then you're just like, no, I don't want to talk about it, it's personal, and I know how it goes. Again, I know I'm a complete stranger to you guys, but I am willing to talk about anything. If you're feeling down and just need a friend to talk to, I'm here. I should probably end the video. It's been almost 15 minutes. Alright, so yeah, bye guys, and I'll be back with the friendship, friends, and self-harm video. I'm having a thumb war with myself. That's forever alone. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.